everyone, welcome to the GIP Core channel. Today, I'm gonna talk about what is latency, why does it matter, and how can we measure it. You might rarely hear the word latency in general, but in terms of that word, latency can be described as the duration time between commands had been called and the beginning of execution of its command. For example, when you request to zoom in the image as you click, then you have to wait for the response, and finally, you can see the result with this zoom image. From this example, you could tell that our target is to get fast response, so we need the low latency system. Then you might have a question, why latency matters? Like which kind of industry could concern about low latency? Here's some example. Let's start with the most popular one in this era, FinTech or financial technology. In stock exchange, when the price goes down, you send buying order. When the price goes up, you send selling order, then you get the profit. This situation can happen within milliseconds, so if you miss that time because of your processing unit take too much time to respond, then you lose your opportunity to buy or sell at the price you want. In the medical field, latency can be a significant factor when it comes to the remote operation. Telesurgery is how surgeons can perform surgery on a patient when they are not physically in the same place. So, milliseconds of delay can affect the surgical precision and task completion. Then, how to measure the latency? Here we will demonstrate the latency measurements in two cases: traditional applications and hardware-accelerated applications. For traditional applications, the system consists of three blocks: applications, operating system, and hardware, which is network card. We can measure the latency time by software taste. Its operations is to send packet from client to server and to wait for the response from server. That period of time is called round-trip latency time. However, the latency time of traditional application can be extremely inconsistent due to the OS, driver, and CPU load at that time. Next is hardware-accelerated applications. As you can see, TCP/IP stack and Ethernet system is changed to be implemented on hardware logic. So, the latency will be consistent and much less than traditional solution. And the latency can be measured as two types. First is measured as round-trip latency time, and another is latency on specific legs, which can be measured on each path separately. Hope that this video will help you understand more about what latency is, why we need it to be as low as possible, and how can we measure it. See you in the next video.